getting restless.
Oi, keep your hands where I can see them. I thought you were brave. I was wrong. You're insane. But that's what they say. What are you doing here? But I really hope you'll try. At least I can warm myself up by chopping off your head. Seems like it. Go see Vran. She might just make you one of her berserkers. She'd fit right in with those madmen.
Could use some action.
If nothing happens by nightfall, I do. What the felt me? Where they? And that's it. Now they. He's off the. If I see you around.
Why is everything always such a hassle?
Please. Oh, I... Go, the hunter. Go, the hunter.
Sweet All-Mother, what the hell is this? What am I even supposed to do with this thing? Gods, do we even know? I've always known they're savages, but this just proves it beyond doubt. How could they think such a gruesome display would be seen as anything but horrifying? Take it back. Tell them to stay the hell away from here. We don't need any help like this from their kind. And make it very clear that if they send another gift like this, there will be consequences.
Someone's bound to start trouble.
You're back already? Ungrateful bastard. So what? The Keepers let bandits take over the entire south, and now he's throwing a fit because somebody else is doing their job for them. fine. Once we take the horns of the south, that quartermaster and his lot can fend for themselves. I'm no lending him even one man. Ugh, One Eye is gonna be furious. You head to the temple. Maybe if you're there, you'll keep him busy enough to forget this whole mess.
Now I have time. It's Sobder. Help me, brother. Do you know the way out of here?
Nothing ever happens.
Well, if it isn't my personal savior, sit down. Better, that's for sure. Thanks to you, I can finally get back. You don't know how much I missed sitting around the fire with my little brother, eating his legendary... A tear in the weirdness. I'm sure of it now. I spoke with Derov, described what I saw and felt, and he told me, either way, I never want to go back there. Made a deal with Subdar that if I ever start losing and being the good little brother he is, I'm gonna sit here until my strength comes back. Speaking of loyalty and good deeds, here, it's fine steel and weird deer antler. If you're It does. Each of us makes our own talisman on the day we're given a name. So from today, you might as well call yourself Grow. May the weirdness.
Getting restless. The Wanderer saved Grodair. He'll be fine. He's back with us. And if not, at least he'll be aware if someone challenges him to a deal. We don't wish to. Ferov sees it as a last resort. Besides, Grodair would choose death over falling into madness again. Go. Bring.
I was me made to wait.
We need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dolriada, honor matters more than life itself. We gave you our word.
But do you realize taking this temple was a terrible idea, right? It's just gonna speed up Camelot's intervention.
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading? Or do you just not like the All-Mother?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mera.
That doesn't answer my question. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes. How did you even get in here?
Whoever he is, I cannot say he lacks courage. We don't usually take visitors, so he must have found a way to get here. Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be involved. I trust you to know what should be shared, and what's best kept to yourself.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got courage. So tell me, who are you, and what do you need from me? Conspiring? Don't be absurd. That's such a poor word for something so... I don't see, however, and not a very sharp one at that. If you're wondering why the commander of the largest garrison in the south would want to make a deal... Ha! Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Every fool on Avalon knows that. Ah, Caradoc. Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving around were his. Fine. Yes, every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, one of those secrets is how to touch Excalibur and survive. But nothing in life is free. You know that. Do something for me, and I might consider sharing our greatest secret with you. Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck, and I hate it when somebody's breathing down my neck. Even worse, One-Eye's men says he's already set up camp at our old stronghold in the west. Galahad needs to die, obviously. That'll solve most of our problems. We'll just say he had an, well, unfortunate accident. I don't know, fell on a pitchfork or something, and sweep it under the rug, yeah? But then, we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time anyone from Camelot decides to act, it'll be too late. Yeah, it's that simple. Just flash that pin to his guards. They'll let you in without a problem. And now, excuse me, I have things to do before the matter is settled.
Getting restless.
Stop right there! Who are you? And what do you want here? It's Sir Galahad to you, vagrant. But it's true, this is our camp. We're his personal guard. But you won't be meeting tonight until you tell us why you're here. It's true that this pin obliges me to take you to the night. But did you actually earn it? Or did you just pluck it from a corpse? Well, that's for Galahad to decide. Go. But bear in mind that Galahad is not a patient man. I only hope your cause is worth his time. Otherwise, we'll be... The door is open. Try not to make him...
I can hear you. Who? It's shiny, sure, but you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the round table. Not the smartest move. Normally, I'd throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. I've got a soft spot for boldness. And that pin has me curious. Where'd you... You mean you found Karadoc's tomb and robbed it? Interesting. And when exactly did this happen? Where did you last see him? I see. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So what do you want then? The one on the left was questioning my orders. For some reason, he thought his opinions were more important than obedience in the middle of a war. They aren't. The one on the right decided Camelot wasn't paying enough, so he thought that was a good enough excuse to help himself to his comrades' pockets. It wasn't. Ask them. We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves. Oh, so you don't know? One-Eye's a traitor. He's fooled the younger tribesmen with grand promises of uniting the tribes and marching north. The Council of Elders is still loyal to us. They want no part in a war. He's just a bandit, abandoned by his own people. When his village fell, no one came to help, and One-Eye, like the rat he is, ran. I'm just here to finish what I started. And when the Elders see us take down One-Eye, we won't need to worry about those savages for another 600 years. At the beginning, yes. But they're primitive. They don't respect order. They never will. Arthur gave them the Forlorn Swords, a rich land where they could govern themselves. They were supposed to watch the giants deliver iron and chase after their cousins through the tunnels, or whatever it is that tickles their fancy. But no, that wasn't enough for them. I've always thought Avalon would be better without them. Arthur probably gathered them all in one place, hoping they'd kill each other. And that didn't work, so we'll have to do this the hard way. The war's already here. It's been going on for a while. We're fighting each other in the west, and people are whispering about rebellion in the north. The last thing we need is united tribes. That was the plan. It's my job to keep those lazy fish-eaters in check. Camelotian gold flows to them, and I need to make sure they're doing something with it. But the Dalrita showing up. That made things more interesting. Their presence will bring down the south. and I don't let things fall apart on my watch. That's exactly why we need Camelot and the Horns of the South to be strong and united. You do know that the lighthouse of the Horns of the South works like a giant menhir, right? It's why we've ordered them to build another one to strengthen its power. As for how the Dalrita feel about the weirdness, I don't care. I'm here to protect our people, and those tribes are in the way. I know what people say about me. They think I'm a madman who burns everything, a butcher who hangs the innocent. I've heard it all. But I believe that only decisive action gets results. There's no room for mercy when it comes to insubordination, deserters, or heretics. It's the only way to prevent the fall of Avalon. Denunciation, like loyalty, can be valuable. The key is knowing who deserves loyalty and who needs to be reported. I appreciate you telling me, but unfortunately, you haven't told me anything I didn't already suspect. Well, that's fortunate, because between the two of us, I'd be the one walking away. Instead, I've got an offer you can't refuse. You'll miss out on all the fun, and I'd be grateful for your help. Trust me, having Galahad the Pure on your side is worth it. We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves. Oh, so you don't know? One-Eye's a traitor. He's fooled the younger tribesmen with grand promises of uniting the tribes and marching north. The Council of Elders is still loyal to us. They want no part in a war. He's just a bandit, abandoned by his own people. When his village fell, no one came to help, and One-Eye, like the rat he is, ran. I'm just here to finish what I started. And when the Elders see us take down One-Eye, we won't need to worry about those savages for another 600 years. Interesting. See you at the temple. Make sure to sharpen your sword. But
You again? All right, you know how this works. You... Good girl.
Much the same. He was a fierce warrior. I watched him closely, and I found him too consumed by cruelty. That is why I chose Seawall and Palamedes as my closest confidants. Not him. Yet.
I will be your downfall. Such a cheap shot. I'll strike. Your armor won't save you. Show me what you are made of. Fight is mine. Your armor won't save you. Such a cheap shot. You're nothing but a peasant! Tis just a flesh wound! I've had worse! I'm invincible!
You've exceeded expectations, whelp. Who'd have thought a nobody from nowhere would prove so useful? This had to be done. The Dalrita weren't just rebels. They were a disease, threatening everything we've built. And taking down Breadan, that was a personal pleasure. The man was a heretic, a fool, forgot his place. Well, the less you know, the better you'll sleep. Brandon and his lackeys stumbled onto something. A place that should never see the light of day. They want heresy, plain and simple. King Arthur gave everything to seek to reveal, and we can't... Let's not test my patience. I've told you more than you need to know. Whatever it is, it stays buried. End of story. Because he was an idiot blinded by desperation. He thought exposing it would shake the South, destroy morale, and somehow help his cause. Instead, he only doomed himself and his people. And for what? To align himself with savages? To play at power he couldn't grasp? The man was beyond redemption. Oh, don't confuse Breadan's lunatics with the Dalrida as a whole. Camelot respects its agreements with the Council of Elders. What you saw here was just a pack of fools dreaming of taking Avalon for themselves. That dream ended today. Now, I'll leave this fish-sticking dump behind and return to Camelot. There's work to be done, and One Eye's revolt was just a symptom of something worse. Killing him won't stop the next rat from rising. Here, take this. My directive for appointing a new captain. Tradition says I should do it in person, but frankly, I've got bigger priorities. Bergas will take over as interim captain, and Killian will handle quartermaster duties. They're the only ones in this cesspit who aren't completely out of touch with reality. When I return, I'll make it official, but I doubt anything will change. Ah, yes. The great ritual. Here's what you need to know. There's an old gong in the sunken village. They say striking it starts the test, meant to separate the worthy from the rest. Romantic, isn't it? Reality is far less poetic. Those trials, they killed most who tried. And those who survived, well, they were changed, twisted, unnatural. Only those who endured were worthy of becoming keepers. The so-called guardians of Excalibur. But ask yourself this. If none of them are alive to tell the tale, how much of this ritual is truth and how much is just desperate myth? I don't know, and I don't care. I don't have time for folk tales and the nonsense of these glorified fishermen. If you want to taste their stories, go ahead, but don't drag me into it. I'm here to fight a war, not indulge in their fantasies. Now, I've wasted enough time here. Stay alive if you can, or don't, it's your choice. I have more important matters to deal with.
Eyes forward, and mind your step. You've met Galahad. Why isn't he here himself? This can't be real. Galahad confirms Captain Brandon's death and calls him a traitor to the Keepers. He's named me interim captain. Me? And says he'll make it official on his next visit. His seal is here. It's undeniable. If Galahad believes I'm the one to set things right, I won't argue. Someone has to. But Brandon, a traitor? I can hardly believe it. I'd heard rumors of his dealings with One Eye and his faltering judgment. If he sided with the enemy, then this end was inevitable. Now it's on me to make sure the Keepers don't follow Brandon into ruin. I'll undo the lockdown. The Horns of the South will rise again. Properly. Galahad has promised reinforcements, and I'll see to rebuilding our ranks. Recruitment, training, real purpose. For the first time in years, I have hope. Not just for the Keepers, but for the South itself. Come with me. I have to let the Keepers know.
Brothers of the South, we've lost Brandon, a captain who led with grit and a sharp mind. His absence weighs on us all. But our purpose does not die with him. The Horns of the South are more than one leader, more than one name. We are a legacy, a bond that cannot be broken. We've faced loss, we've faced doubt, but we're still here. The Horns of the South do not falter. We endure. And today, we rise once more. We return to the roots that made us strong, to the traditions that bound us together. The Horns of the South will reclaim their honor, their purpose, and their place in these lands. Our name will mean something again. Galahad has pledged tighter bonds with Camelot. Together, we will stand stronger, and all will know that the South is shielded, its people protected. Remember your oaths. From this day forward, we stand united. With each other, with Camelot, and no threat will scatter us again. The danger from the Dalriada and the bandits has passed, and others will come as they always do. Let them. We will face them as we always have, with courage, with steel, and with unwavering loyalty. The Horns of the South do not bow. We do not break. We stand together. Now, let's show the world that we are not just surviving. We are thriving. To the South! To the Horns!
Just another peaceful moment. Aragas as captain. Well, that's the kind of solid Killian, though. Well, here's hoping his new post doesn't mean the rest of us.
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is? Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror...
Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple things, so... How did you, Oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Just give me a moment.
Here. That should do it. Do whatever you need to, if you're really sure about this. But please try to come back alive.
I have nothing to tell you. I could try.
Disturb my peace. You made an oath never to summon me again. Excalibur. Excalibur. Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him.
Welcome, old friend.
I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me.
That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form.
Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how.
Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend.
Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength.
Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur.
Thank you, my friend.
And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the king's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself, and when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces, and I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur. This must count for something.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command. I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Merlin saw Avalon for what it was long before the rest of us. That the weirdness would gnaw at our walls, at our minds. But he still fought to map a way forward, to carve some sense into this land. We were losing the battle at Tuathan's mouth, our last push before the weirdness took the field. Then it came. Not a beast, not a man, not something we ever had words for. Merlin raised his staff, spoke a name I didn't recognize. Not killed, not struck down, just gone. Like... Now, I remember. Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then, and you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war, and wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. I told him to stop the experiments. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them. So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something weak. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deep. That's the question. I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to... And now, after all these years, I told myself I carried the weight of my choices, but seeing him... It was supposed to be a reminder. The sword was never just steel. It was a symbol of what we stood for. Strength. I wanted them to remember. To fight for those ideals. To uphold them. Even when I was gone. Even when there was no...
You've got that look again. Like you've seen something you wish you hadn't. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time? Merlin. Ah, Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win. I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea, immortality. Me and Seawall, the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they decided to go even deeper into their madness. And fight back. Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight, you endure. You wait. And when the time comes, that's what I do. Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation, every scream, every scar. Even if he didn't see it. Seawall was Merlin's first attempt. We could say I was lucky. But to say that would take a truly macabre... You've seen what they did. What he did. And that's not the... Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broke, but know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his mad... And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you, just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you. Start. You've already started. But if you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The Menhir there is failing. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his Find the shield. And then, well, we will meet again.